Here's how to maintain the air filter on a Yardmax 22-inch self-propel 3-in-1. So first things first, we're going to take this off. All you have to do is just push these in and then it'll come right off. Now that's the actual air filter, but you also have a pre-filter in here as well, and that's really the spotlight of the video. So first things first, let's start with the pre-filter. This you do not want to throw away because this is what gets maintained. You really never throw this away because I don't even think you can buy a replacement for it. So as you can see, this one's pretty dirty. I mean, it hasn't even been that long, but it's been pretty dry, so lots of that stuff's getting kicked up in the air. I'm gonna show y'all how to clean this and how to clean the shell as well. Any degreaser will work, but I recommend this one from Harbor Freight, or you can use even just Dawn dish soap. You can do this in a sink, but I just do it outside because it's kind of oily. I don't want that getting in my sink, but I mean, if you're fine with cleaning your sink out after, you can do that. So basically, you're just gonna soak this in degreaser and then just kind of massage it around with your hands a bunch. It really doesn't take that much. The main part is the rinsing because you have to get all this off. Now that I've gotten all this broken up with my hand, I'm just gonna go ahead and rinse it off with the faucet. You wanna make sure you're getting all these grass particles. After you're done cleaning it, this is what it should look like. Now we're gonna move on to this. This one's super simple. You really just have to spray it with degreaser and rinse it and just get all those loose pieces of grass out of there. Now that I've got these both cleaned, I'm gonna take them back in the garage and dry them off. Next, just take a paper towel and dry all this out. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you wanna try to get as most that you can. Now that we've got these dried, we're gonna move on to oiling the pre-filter. Now you can use a regular air filter oil by like K&N or something, or just some big brand, but I find that they're pretty expensive and you really don't need that much. So what I did is I bought ATF and I got some sea foam, which is like a motor treatment to thin it out, and then I just put it in a little spray bottle and it works perfect. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna take your air filter oil and just saturate this. Now that you've put a good amount on there, just go ahead and kind of just pat and squeeze the surface just to get the excess off. You just want to make sure that you've gotten a light coating on the whole thing. So you're gonna put a bunch on there and take a good amount of it off. You can do both sides, but it really just needs to be one. Just keep in mind which side you did. Now we're gonna move on to the paper filter. Now I couldn't do it on camera because I only have two hands, but what I like to do with these is I bend them into a U and then just smack them and just get all that dust out of there. It's usually all it needs, especially if you're maintaining your pre-filter pretty well. If it's super bad, just go ahead and replace it, but this is usually all it needs. Honestly, nothing came out of mine because I do some pretty good maintenance on mine. I mean, I usually clean it every 4 times I mow, or, you know. Now that we've done all that, we're gonna take our 3 pieces and go and reinstall them on the mower. Now remember I said keep in mind which side had the oil on it. This side has the oil on it, so it's gonna be going down inside the little air filter thing. You don't have to really press it in there, just make sure it's lightly in there and make sure it's kind of covering all the edges, make sure it's not getting caught. Now just take your air filter, put it back into place, make sure all the edges are nice and tucked in there, and then just take your thing, stick it in there, and then I recommend just running the mower for a couple minutes, you know, just to circulate all that air filter oil we just put in there and make sure everything's running good. Also, any water that may have been left in the foam piece or inside the plastic piece will get heated up and get out of there so it doesn't mess with anything. And that's it. If you're interested in changing the oil, which you should be doing every 25 hours or so, I have a video on that if you just check my channel. Thanks for watching.